While many areas in the US had their home prices drop in 2025, many Boston suburbs have exploded in value. I'm going to tell you about 5 that had the biggest jump in prices, and stay until the end because I'll reveal 3 that lost big in 2025. Cambridge had a huge price growth in 2025. Median single-family price rose 13.61% compared to last year, and now the median home price is $2.5 million. But let's remember, Cambridge single-family homes are very large. Cambridge condos, and Cambridge has a lot of condos. Condos had a median rise 4.33% in 2025. Cambridge feels very different from a typical suburb. It is a large city, and that's exactly why people choose it. It sits directly next to Boston, just across the Charles River. So depending on where you are, you might be in downtown Boston in 5 to 20 minutes. You've got neighborhoods like Harvard Square, Central Square, Kendall Square. Each one has its own vibe, lots of cafes and restaurants. Cambridge is urban, busy, energetic, but still has pockets that feel surprisingly residential. Transportation is one of Cambridge's biggest advantages. Subway's Red Line runs straight through the city, connecting Harvard, Central, and Kendall Square directly to downtown Boston. There is also an extensive bus network, bike lanes everywhere, and many people simply walk to work. For buyers who don't want to rely on a car or don't want to deal with commuting traffic, Cambridge is really hard to beat. That convenience is a huge reason people are willing to pay a premium to live here. Cambridge has Mount Auburn Hospital right there, close to Harvard Square, and is of course pretty close to hospitals in Boston. Let's talk about schools. According to US News high school rankings, Cambridge Ringent Latin School is 79th in Massachusetts, and the city benefits enormously from being home to Harvard University and MIT. The presence of these colleges shapes everything, from the culture to the job market to long-term stability. Adding parks along the Charles River, places like Fresh Pond, great restaurants, bookstores, and constant intellectual and cultural activity, and you get a city that attracts professionals, academics, and families who want walkability, education, and being close to everything. Watch my video about Cambridge right here. Property taxes are very low in Cambridge at $6.67 per thousand of assessed value. Let's go to Concord. Concord single-family homes went up 13.22%, and the median price for a single family is $1,077,000 now. First, Concord is about 20 miles west of Boston, which means you're far enough that it feels calm and green, but close enough that getting into the city is still totally doable. A lot of people take the commuter rail straight into Boston, and for people who work hybrid schedules, that setup is kind of perfect. You don't have to be in the city every day, but when you do, the commuter rail is right there. Let's talk about schools, because this is huge. Concord public schools are consistently ranked among the best in the state, and families know that. Concord Carlisle High School is 30th in Massachusetts. You know, even people without kids care about this because good schools protect home values long term. It's one of those places where buyers feel confident saying, even if the market slows down, this town will hold up. Emerson Hospital is in Concord, but Boston hospitals are also not that far. Then there is the feel of the town. Concord doesn't feel crowded. It doesn't feel rushed. There is a really cute downtown with restaurants and shops and historic homes and a lot of land that can't be built on. You've got places like the famous Walden Pond where you can swim in the summer, miles of conservation land, walking trails, and open space everywhere. The negative of Concord is that there is no nightlife, really. The property taxes, the rate is $13.05 per thousand of assessed value. Are you surprised at these price increases? Write in the comments, I really want to know. Number 3 is Scituate. It is approximately 25 miles southeast of downtown Boston. Scituate had a major home price appreciation in 2025. According to my research, using the MLS, the median single-family home prices went up 26%. Now, the median home price is $1,149,000. It's more high-end coastal town. If that's what you're looking for, Scituate is perfect. But you have to take this with a grain of salt. It depends what kind of houses sold last year. Scituate has multiple town beaches, which makes life more pleasurable. If you like to swim or boat, a really nice lifestyle to have. Scituate is served by the MBTA Greenbush line, with stations including Greenbush, which is the last station, North Scituate. Coastal town and a commuter rail, an unbeatable combo. That's exactly what many buyers want. Scituate has conservation recreation areas like Driftway Conservation Park and connected paths. Scituate High School is 88th in Massachusetts according to US News High School rankings. South Shore Hospital is located in South Weymouth. Tax rate is $9.83 per thousand of assessed value, pretty good. Number 4 is Natick. Natick had 14.23% price increase, and the median home price is $1,100,000 right now. Natick is one of those towns that just makes sense for a lot of people. It sits about 17 miles west of Boston, so you get more space and a calmer pace of life without feeling disconnected from the city. The town has a real mix of neighborhoods, from classic New England colonials to newer homes, and a strong town center feel. People love the balance here. Good restaurants, shopping at Natick Mall, local events, and easy access to outdoor spots like Scituate State Park and walking trails. Schools are a big reason buyers choose Natick. Natick High School is consistently well regarded, ranking 50th in Massachusetts. Transportation is another major draw. Natick has 2 commuter rail stops on the Framingham-Worcester line, making trips into Back Bay or South Station very doable. You're also close to the Mass Pike and Route 9, which makes getting around Metro West or into Boston relatively straightforward. For hospitals, Metro West Medical Center and Newton Wellesley Hospital are the closest. Tax rate is $12.17 for each thousand of assessed value. Number 5, Belmont had a price growth of 11.64% in 2025, bringing its median single-family home price to $1,750,000. Belmont is one of those towns that people often choose very intentionally. It's only about 8 miles west of downtown Boston, which means you're incredibly close to the city while still getting a true neighborhood feel. A lot of people like that Belmont feels quieter and more residential than Cambridge or Somerville, but you're still minutes away from all the jobs, restaurants, and culture Boston offers. It's the kind of place where streets feel calm, homes are well cared for, and people plan to stay for a long time. What do you think? If you live in Belmont, comment below. Transportation is a big reason Belmont is so popular. You've got 2 commuter rail stops on the Fitchburg line, making trips into North Station straightforward, plus easy access to Route 2 and nearby Elevire Station for Subway's Red Line. Schools are another major driver. This year, Belmont High School was 9th in Massachusetts. That adding local parks, walking paths in town's close proximity to places like Fresh Pond and Cambridge amenities, and you can see why Belmont remains one of the most stable in-demand communities just outside Boston. Property tax rate in Belmont is $11.51 per thousand of assessed value, and the closest hospital is the Mount Harmon Hospital in Cambridge, about 10 to 15 minutes drive from Belmont. Boston hospitals are also very close. These 5 are not the only ones that had a huge price increase. There are a few more. Just to name some: Lexington, Watertown, Ipswich, 13.1%. Boston single families grew by 15.81%. Andover had a price growth. Westwood, Stoneham single family homes, Waltham prices went up 11.22% and Salem prices 10.7%. And since you stayed until now, I will give you the towns that had a huge price drop in 2025. Marblehead had a price drop of 8.18%, Gloucester 8.61%, and Boxborough had a price drop of 3.41%. My name is Nune. I'm a real estate agent in Massachusetts. If you're thinking of moving here, all my contact information is below. I would love to help you.